University is seeing a drop in international students. Chris Bryant is live in our newsroom to explain the reason behind this. Chris.
Yeah, good morning, Lee. Missouri State University has 3 campuses within their system. There's 2 here in Missouri and a 3rd in Dalian, China. Now, the campus here in Springfield and the one in China make up and see the most of the international students throughout the MSU system. Now, in order for an international student to study here in the United States, they would need either an F visa, which covers colleges and universities, in addition to high schools and private elementary schools. The other type of visa is an M visa that covers vocational and other non-academic institutions. Now, the estimated cost for attendance for Missouri State for an undergraduate international student is $18,970 a semester, or $37,939 for a year. For Missouri State, they rely on the experience that both traditional and international students have while on campus, both here in Missouri and in China. However, recent concerns means the university is seeing less students applying to be an international student.
We are currently about 16% down in our international overall population. That's about 19% on our Springfield campus and about 10% on our China campus. So overall, you're talking 275 students. And so we're continuing to see visa issues. And then students just, even if they can get a visa, they're not quite sure that that visa will stay active and they can continue through the duration of their education.
According to Central Missouri State, when it comes to the number of international students here in Missouri, for the 2023-2024 academic year, they saw around 33,000 international students across the state at the colleges and universities, which is the 10th highest in the nation. In the newsroom, Chris Bryant, KY3 News.